Namaste, and welcome seekers of truth. Today, we journey into the mystical realm of the 10 Mahavidyas, the wisdom goddesses of the divine feminine. These powerful deities are not just figures of worship, but embodiments of cosmic energy, each representing a different facet of creation, preservation, and dissolution. They challenge conventional norms and embody the raw, untamed energy of the universe. Let us first encounter Ma Kali, often depicted in her fierce form, adorned with a garland of skulls, a severed head in her hand, and a tongue sticking out. Kali is not the destroyer of life, but the destroyer of ignorance, fear, and the illusion that binds us. Her dance upon Shiva, the cosmic consciousness, signifies the dance of energy and matter that creates the very fabric of existence. Her black skin represents the infinite, all-encompassing void from which everything arises and to which everything returns. Kali's fierce love is a force that shatters our limited perceptions, breaking us free from the shackles of ego and attachment. She is the embodiment of time, the ultimate force of change, reminding us that everything is impermanent. To truly understand Kali is to embrace the impermanence of life and to live fully in each moment. Kali, in her terrifying beauty, helps us to shed these limitations, leading us to liberation and self-realization. From the fierce embrace of Kali, we move to the compassionate gaze of Tara, the goddess of boundless compassion. Depicted as radiant and serene, often blue in color, Tara embodies the motherly aspect of the divine feminine. Tara's name itself means to cross or to liberate. She is the one who ferries us across the ocean of suffering, guiding us towards the shores of liberation. Her mantra, Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha, is said to have the power to overcome fear, anxiety, and danger. Tara teaches us the power of compassion, not just for others, but also for ourselves. She reminds us that we are all divine beings, capable of overcoming any obstacle with courage and grace. Meditate on Tara. Visualize her blue light surrounding you, filling you with courage and compassion. Our journey now leads us to Tripura Sundari, the beautiful one of the three cities. She is the embodiment of beauty, charm, and the ultimate reality that lies beyond the illusion of the material world. Tripura Sundari represents the union of Shiva and Shakti, the perfect harmony between consciousness and energy. She is often depicted seated on a throne formed by Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, signifying her dominion over the three states of creation, preservation, and destruction. Tripura Sundari teaches us that true beauty lies not in the transient nature of the physical world, but in the eternal essence of the divine. Meditating on Tripura Sundari allows us to tap into the beauty and bliss that resides within each one of us. We come now to Bhuvaneshwari, the Queen of the Universe, the one who encompasses all of creation within her being. She is the embodiment of space itself, the vast expanse in which the cosmos unfolds. Bhuvaneshwari is often depicted adorned with jewels, signifying the abundance and prosperity of the universe. Her forearms hold a lotus, a goad, a noose, and gestures of fearlessness and blessings. She is the embodiment of power and grace, reminding us that we are all connected to the infinite potential of the cosmos. She teaches us that we are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of its fabric. To connect with Bhuvaneshwari is to tap into that potential, to realize the vastness of our own being. Meditate on Bhuvaneshwari. Visualize her expansive form encompassing the entire universe. Our journey takes us now to Chinnamasta, the she whose head is severed. Her imagery might appear shocking at first, but it holds a profound message of self-sacrifice and the transcendence beyond the limitations of the ego. Chinnamasta is often depicted standing or dancing on a couple, often Kama and Rati, the deities of love and desire. From her severed neck, 3 streams of blood flow, one into her own mouth and the other 2 into the mouths of her attendants. This symbolizes the cycle of creation and destruction, the constant flow of energy that sustains the universe. Meditating on Chinnamasta allows us to confront our own shadow self, to acknowledge and integrate the darker aspects of our being. We now encounter Bhairavi, the terrible one, the fierce goddess of destruction and transformation. Like Kali, her appearance might seem intimidating, but her fierce energy is a force of purification, burning away negativity and paving the way for new beginnings. Bhairavi's energy is like that fire, fierce and unrelenting, yet ultimately purifying and transformative. She destroys only to create anew, breaking down old structures to make way for growth and evolution. Bhairavi is often depicted adorned with bones and skulls, representing her dominion over death and decay. She holds weapons in her multiple arms, symbolizing her power to vanquish ignorance and negativity. Bhairavi's energy empowers us to embrace change, to let go of the old and embrace the new with courage and open hearts. Meditating on Bhairavi can be a powerful practice for those seeking to overcome challenges and break free from limiting patterns. Our journey takes an interesting turn as we meet Dhumavati, the smoke-filled one, the widow goddess who represents the void, inauspiciousness, and the impermanence of all things. She is the only Mahavidya depicted as a widow, challenging the traditional notions of beauty and auspiciousness. Dhumavati is often depicted as an old woman, riding a crow or a chariot with a broken banner. She is associated with poverty, misfortune, and loneliness, representing the darker aspects of life that we often try to avoid. Yet, within her seemingly inauspicious form lies profound wisdom. She teaches us that true fulfillment cannot be found in the transient pleasures of the material world. Dhumavati's energy compels us to confront our own mortality, our attachments, and our fear of the unknown. Meditating on Dhumavati can help us to find peace and acceptance in the face of loss, to embrace the void as a place of infinite potential. We now encounter Bagalamukhi, the crane-headed one, the goddess of power and the paralyzer of enemies. She embodies the power of silence and stillness, the ability to stop negativity and chaos in its tracks. Bagalamukhi is often depicted in yellow, seated on a throne of lotuses. She holds a club in one hand to strike down enemies and a tongue in the other, symbolizing her ability to silence opposition. She teaches us that true strength lies not in aggression, but in the ability to remain calm and centered in the face of adversity. Meditating on Bagalamukhi can help us to cultivate inner strength, to develop our ability to remain grounded in challenging situations. Our journey now leads us to Matangi, the Prime Minister of Lalita Tripura Sundari and the goddess of inner thought and speech. She embodies the power of communication, self-expression, and the ability to manifest our desires through the spoken word. Matangi is often depicted as a beautiful young woman, adorned with jewels and playing a veena, a traditional Indian instrument. She is associated with the arts, music, and the power of sound to elevate consciousness and manifest desires. She teaches us that our words have power and that by mastering our inner dialogue, we can shape our reality. Meditating on Matangi can help us to improve our communication skills, to overcome shyness and self-doubt, and to express ourselves authentically and creatively in the world. Our journey culminates with Kamala, the lotus goddess, the embodiment of prosperity, abundance, and spiritual enlightenment. She is the final Mahavidya, representing the culmination of our spiritual journey, the blossoming of our true potential. Kamala is often depicted as a beautiful goddess, seated on a lotus or holding lotuses in her hands. She is associated with wealth, fertility, and good fortune, representing the blessings that flow from living in alignment with our true nature. Kamala's energy helps us to attract abundance into our lives, to cultivate gratitude for the blessings we have, and to live with a sense of joy and contentment. Meditating on Kamala can help us to tap into our own inner abundance, to attract opportunities for growth and expansion. As we conclude our journey through the realm of the Mahavidyas, let us remember that these goddesses are not just mythological figures, but powerful archetypes that reside within each of us. They represent the diverse aspects of our own being, the light and the shadow, the fierce and the compassionate, the destructive and the creative. By understanding and embracing the wisdom of the Mahavidyas, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, a path towards wholeness and liberation. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the 10 Mahavidyas. Until next time, may the divine feminine bless you with courage, compassion, and wisdom.